Hello, world. It is Tuesday. I was going to say March, April 2nd, 2024. And looking out the window at Defiance, it's kind of an overcast, rainy day, and I think it's going to be that way. A little warmer than yesterday, though, because we're going to get some highs in the 50s. And I think by next week, they're talking about close to 70. So it's going to be changing, but still a lot of rain, I think, in the next few days. The devotion for today is entitled Tuesday, written by Vince Amlin, and Vince bases the devotion upon Matthew chapter 19, verses 13 through 14. Then little children were brought to Jesus in order that he might lay his hands on them and pray. The disciples spoke sternly to those who brought them, but Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not stop them, for it is to such as these that the kingdom of heaven belongs." And then Vince writes, "It never fails, as I ramp up the big finish of my sermon, where my rhetoric starts to soar and the prose turns a little purple, as I deliver those final, finely crafted lines meant to wring maximum impact from every single word. Slam! A heavy hymnal slides off some coloring kiddo's lap and slaps the stone floor of the sanctuary. Moment ruined. Which is a good thing, Jesus says. He's disputing the Pharisees, working up to his own grand conclusion about celibacy, no less. When, wah, some parent drops their croupy kid in his lap, and the little one reacts like they're getting a photo with a mall Easter bunny. Jesus can't remember what he was saying, and the disciples are furious. This is the Messiah, and they are hanging on every single word. They try to get him back in the groove, but he shrugs them off. Not important. You want to know about heaven? Here it is, this child, right in front of you. Not grand pronouncements, not soaring rhetoric, but life interrupting whatever story we were telling, whatever we thought was so important. Real life, breaking in. You want to know about Easter? Here it is. Not lilies, not trumpets, but Tuesday, the person right in front of you. Whatever irritating thing they are doing to take you away from my very important. And Vince's prayer. Living God, interrupt me. Well, a couple things I thought of as I was reading this devotion is one is in the scripture, children being present to Jesus, or Jesus being present to children, and the innocence that they project. And they're at a point in which they haven't been taught the biases and prejudices that we teach them. And they just kind of live in the moment and enjoy life. It kind of reminds, I was thinking of my own granddaughter when I went to see her the other day. I was supposed to take care of her for a couple hours while my daughter did some work. And I come there and they're in the driveway with the stroller out. And my daughter Mariel said, her daughter Leah grabbed her kind of winter snowsuit thing and brought it over to Mariel and said, walk. She wanted to walk in the moment. She was enjoying the moment. And we went for a walk, and she just looks around and observes everything and takes it in. That is whom the kingdom of heaven belongs. And we can learn from that, from children, and what they find fascinating and how they live in the moment, not worrying about the past or the future, but just what's going on right at the moment. This devotion also reminded me that sometimes when we're caught up in our own biases and prejudices, or our own thought that of what we have to do to accomplish, and then something interrupts us, something different, and we get irritated, rather than just taking a breath and being in that moment. I think those are important moments, and we shouldn't ignore them or brush them off, but we should stop and see what's going on, and maybe think about how and why we're reacting the way we're reacting to the interruption. Because Jesus was always in the moment, in the middle of something, and a kid shows up and he's present to the child. There's a lesson to be learned there. Anyway, those are my thoughts and impressions from the devotion. Yours may be completely different, and that is the nature of devotions. So tomorrow I'll be doing a devotion from Michigan. So I'm heading back there to do some personal work as well as doing some church work from home. So I hope to talk to you soon. And if you go out today, bring an umbrella.